Today I'm going to talk with Mr. Andrew Lam. He is an art curator and performance artist from Hong Kong. I met him in Tokyo when he came to Tokyo for the art show nearby the Tokyo Tower in the night. And we talk about art in Japan and what he's doing current project. So today I would like to talk with Mr. Andrew Lam from Hong Kong. He's an art curator and writer and performance artist.
Yes, thank you for the invitation.
Thank you for
it's
coming.
It's my honor, yeah.
You have traveled overseas just after some time, no?
Yeah, after the fees of COVID-19's quarantine, I did Hong Kong the first time. So it's an amazing experience.
After a long time, you travel overseas.
Yeah. But people isolated, mentally, physically, and.
So maybe we talk about COVID first.
Okay,
How we
sure.
affected the COVID?
Yeah, as a professional curator, working in museum or as an independent curator, doing projects for museum or for art space or for arts festival, I created. I think COVID-19 is really seriously affected my career, my career path. Before, few years ago, everybody knows that I travel a lot, the world, around the world, and for performance or for festival and seeing exhibition, Venice Biennale, documentary. But I can't do it for free because the government policy in Hong Kong for us to travel. And on return to Hong Kong, we stay quarantined in hotel for more than 2 weeks. And of course, the size is very serious. We are afraid to be infected. So that's the reason why we stay isolated for 3 weeks in Hong Kong in a small city. We are not living in America or China. We can traveling car everywhere, but in Hong Kong, we're a small city. So we look like we stay in a prison. So I think mentally and physically, we need some space for liberation to free ourselves for the confinement of the government policy.
So during this time, this 3 year, maybe coming 4th year also, you did not do so much exhibition. Did
no
you?
Performance, no exhibition. Exhibition, yes, but in Hong Kong only. I cannot travel back to China.
Okay, you did something.
My festival is only in Hong Kong, yeah, but too boring. Because
too boring.
You or other international artists, I cannot invite them to Hong Kong for performance, for installation of video. Video is better. Video, you can send a video link for me to download, but for performance, we can't. Professional performance, we need interaction between the audience and the performers. We cannot just do it online. We need face-to-face communication. The gesture, the body language is part of the element that the audience should study or interact. Without that element, the performance cannot be complete. This is a career need traveling. Without travel, performance only online, then it cannot be very interactive. So the audience participation or engagement are much affected, and I think good performance can be both online and offline.
Performance still need the live element because it's
Outside.
It's the direct connection.
Yeah, dialogue with the audience, something like that. The public.
Something that you cannot communicate through this digital.
With body language or an emotion. Without that emotion, people see a small monitor and they cannot feel what we are doing.
Right. The information is so little.
Yeah. And sometimes, for example, when you create a performance festival which is related to a particular site, for example, a factory or the site related to a historical site, if people, the international cannot come, they cannot, or to do some constructive project with the site. There's a space between the writer, the international audience. They may have some expectation, but even so, we cannot write directly about Hong Kong politics. We're just talking about art. In Hong Kong, the situation changed. Same time, quarantine, the medical or the physical situation and the political situation are changing too much in Hong Kong over the last few years.
Is there like people left Hong Kong It's
Many artists left Hong Kong and immigration. Some travel to England and they stay there. So many artists and many middle upper class people they left Hong Kong, immigrate to England or United States for better life. They look for the future, for better future for this generation. That's the reason why they immigrate. I just look for what I can do at the moment. In the future, I cannot plan. I don't mean planning a project, but what I want to manipulate the current situation with something very constructive for myself or Hong Kong and for the art scene, the world around us. I think you have been in Hong Kong 5 years before, right? Doing a Zentai, right?
Yes.
5 or 4 years before.
Yes.
I remember that you are doing a great performance there.
Yes.
But now you can go to Hong Kong, but you cannot do the same thing. Because the policemen can come and catch you. At least they can question you what you are doing. Are you arousing the people to do something negative or political manipulation? So the political situation in Hong Kong changed.
Yeah.
But some artists like to communicate with others. So you are doing a project both social and more intimate, closely in a space, talking more, understand more. And that's the objective of performance maybe. As a way of communication, you know more people, but other than that, you know more about yourself.
Yeah,
people
that's
can
the
come in your project, talk with you, challenge your idea. You know more about yourself.
Yes.
That's very good for your experience.
Yes, that's the point of knowing myself. Yeah.
Art is something to acknowledge ourselves, understand ourselves, and communicate with ourselves. If you don't know yourself, and then there's a problem why you perform in the public. So I think you have interviewed some veteran or experienced performing artists in Japan, right?
I'm going to hoping.
Starting.
Yes.
And sometimes they are old guys, and they are very experienced performers. Even they are sometimes very proud of themselves. So when you talk with him, invite him to be part of your project, maybe build more communication. Otherwise, you are the second generation of performers. He's the old generation. There's the gap.
Right.
But now you can solve it.
Right.
That's good.
Right. Oh.
Correct?
Right. Yeah, correct. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's good because you are now staying in Japan.
That's a nice purpose to this project.
Yeah.
If I can make a bridge, that's like.
I know many Japanese performers. They are good guys. There are many. Yeah. On the equal footing, you talk with them on the same place, fairly, without discrimination. It's a very interesting project.
Yeah. I wanted us just before you said you are focusing on Hong Kong and bringing this project overseas.
Yeah.
But then, were you doing the same before COVID? The political incident before that? Were you also?
Subtly. Purely, very subtle.
Oh.
You cannot do it openly. Most projects are political.
Okay.
But subtly. I cannot, because I need sponsor. Many performance and many career projects are not so friendly with the government policy. So this is my language.
You are making very subtle. You are not direct. You are
but still the statement is still there. My curator statement is still political. But sometimes you can't feel it. Only the artist feel it. And now it's more subtle. Right now, if our art cannot be political, we have no reason to survive. I mean, as an artist, we have to tackle the political situation. But we can use a poetic manner to do it. Poetic means very, not very political, very subtle, very soft, very light.
Hinting.
Yeah, method. So the strategy is changed.
Because money, like a performance art,
the situation is not favorable for performance. If they get famous, they do installation, they sell their painting, they will not go back.
They don't come back to performance.
Yeah, in the beginning, like Tosa Park, I don't know whether you know Tosa Park or not. As well as performance, stay in the airport, waiting for people for 1 week, staying there, and you take photo record. And the photo record is very important, and people and museum collect the photo. But that's a performance. Originally, he started with performance. Many of his ideas are very inspired by performing artists. And even Song Dong, you know Song Dong in China, he's also a performance artist. In Chijiuba, 798, Art Song, he holding two cold water and do performance, doing the cold water in the winter, and then water spray on the floor, and then it's disappear. Freeze, yeah. There's a performance, but the photo. He sells his photo and people express his photo, but there's a performance actually. Before he get famous.
After get famous?
No, he never do performance. I don't know, but many people like Yan Lui, he also joined the documentary. And is also my good friend. Chung Dong is also, they do performance before, but when they get successful in commercial gallery or in documentary or Venice Piano, their mind maybe have some element of using performance art. But the work, generally, the expression is more about painting. At least they are no longer performance artists. Yeah, many people are like that. But to me, over 20 years, I create architecture project, video, installation art festival, and performance. And I think my project crossover.
Yeah.
I have the ability to cross over Chinese thing, traditional thing with contemporary thing, computer thing with the urban thing, and also the different media. And recently more on performance because of resources. It's more easy to save money. You do big installation, I cannot afford myself. But for performance, I still support.
Cheaper.
Yeah. And the artists are more lenient. I'm more eager to help. I can invite them to come to. I just offer them airport, airfare, hotel. Without artist fee, they can come. They are more easy. But for installation, they think more. Wow, many big space, many support, media support, internet, and very expensive. The logistic, insurance, so impossible.